Everything, Everywhere, All at Once is probably one of the coolest movies I've seen in 2022. It had fighting, it had drama, it had sci-fi, it had psychedelics. I mean, it was just trippy, and it's really cool. I mean, it's something you see from like a one of those Miyazaki films, or something you see from Taikon Kankri anime. It's like have that type of vibe, and if they did it as an animation, as an anime, it would be just as popular as the live action movie. The live action movie starring Michelle Yeoh and James Hong and Jamie Lee Curtis and Harry Shroom Jr. and Stephanie Zhu. I mean, it's a really interesting film. It tells about family, support, loving, like what paths we took. It's like Matrix meets with Marvel Universe, Rick and Morty, like altering timelines, all that stuff. I give it like a 10 out of 10. I mean, it's a really great film. I highly suggest everyone to see it. I have really no nitpicks. I mean, the movie seemed like they didn't really spend that much money on it. It had like a few scenes, but that tell you that if you have a good script and you know how to lay out certain scenes, you don't have to spend like $1 million to do all this CGI stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was CGI in the film, of course, but showing how they laid it out was so cool and so unique that I really enjoyed it. I mean, it's a movie that I watched twice just to see how cool it is. I mean, even like the bond between the mother and daughter, which was interesting. The bond between the husband and wife, even like the paths they take. If she didn't stay with him, she would become a successful actor of who she is now, Michelle Yeoh. If not, she would have been, she would stay being her same position she is now, working at the laundromat. The daughter, from another alternate time, she goes by of Jobu Chupaki, which is basically like a god who can alter basically anything in the world. And she beat a guy. She killed a guy with a bunch of dildos, which was pretty funny. And how they get their powers is they have to do stuff that is like unusual for people to do, and then when a green light hits, then they transfer their mind to that conscious reality dimension, like that universe, and then they pick up all their powers, their emotions, all that stuff. It's pretty cool. Like, it's kind of different with Michelle Yeoh, cause I like broke her out of character, cause you never expect her to do something like that. But that show she changing her style of acting to do something more trippy and far out, which is cool. Which is really cool. The father, who was short round back in Indiana Jones, Timber of Doom, he also played in the Goonies. He was a cool guy. He was cool. I liked the fight scene with him with a bunch of security guards. Was pretty funny. His acting is still top notch. His acting is really good for what he does. It's really good. The grandfather played by James Hong. He also played in the movie Big Trouble in Little China as the main boss guy, the girl with green eyes. He was hilarious, and more about him, telling that he kind of like disgrace of his daughter, probably because she married a bum or stuff like that. But she proved him wrong. As far as like she's standing up for herself and doing what's right for her as well as her family. As well as telling her father that her daughter has a girlfriend. Showing that she's a lesbian. And all that stuff. And the daughter who played who's Jobu Chubaki is hilarious. Like, she probably one of the main characters that stole the show. Like, she was funny as hell. Especially like the quarrels between her and her mother. It was just hilarious. Like, different scenes, how she dressed up as Elvis, carrying a pig, all that stuff. It's just funny. Like, honestly, like, they had like maybe like 12 actors, maybe 15 that was all seem like all in the same universe, the same people, which was pretty dope. Like, especially Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis was good in the film. She was really good, especially that outside world where everyone's hands were like hot dogs and stuff, which was trippy. And like, it's like, that's that Rick and Morty stuff, like I mentioned before in the trailer, that people trying to go into that type of universe now, like the Rick and Morty, the Marvel universe, different alternate dimensions, different alternate realities, like how people can live different lives. So ultimately I'll say that this is a really good movie. I don't want to say too much about it, but yeah, it's a real great movie. I highly advise everyone to see it. I give it 10 out of 10. So that's it for that film, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Um, I have watched Thor: Love and Thunder. I will have a review on that soon, and I'm going to also have a review on season 3 of The Boys. That's going to be coming soon as well. Well, this was Wiley from Gamerbloo. Talk to y'all later. Y'all take care. Peace.